So let's do the review of yesterday's price action. Although I did live annotations and called out some of the moves, still I would like to uh, do this review while we play two paths at a time. Okay. So first of all, thank you for all the support because I see a lot of new members coming in, and they will have definitely more doubts on how this concept works. So the more videos that I make, more simplification that I can show here is going to help them. Okay. Do not hesitate to ask any questions. Use the Discord, it's for you. Anytime you feel like something didn't work out or you don't understand something, please ask and I'll try to clarify. Okay. I still see some challenges with people not understanding what a liquidity sweep is. Okay. So we'll talk about that and then have the algo path written in front of us to play it like a puzzle and then enter and exit based on these algo paths. Okay. So these dots that you see here, they are your liquidity. Okay. That's what how I see it on the indicator. Now I cannot see them without an indicator. I don't know whether it is a swing low or a high. Some of you can easily see it. So it's okay if you're not using an indicator. But for me, I rely on this indicator to tell me, okay, this is a high, this is a low. Now what is a high and a low? Okay. So price tried to go higher here and somebody said, no, you're not going higher than this. So it stopped here. Okay. So this is the basic meaning of a resistance, right? So its price is resisting to go above this. So it's a good place for us to check for our algo path. Okay. But the only condition that it has to meet is while it is forming a high, it should have swept some other old highs. Okay. So if I zoom in here in this particular area, so if I look at this high, before forming this high, did it take any other previous highs here? No, it didn't. There was no liquidity at all here. Now when I look at this high, it took this high, right? This is an old high and it swept it and then created a high, right? So this is the reference point for me. This is what resistance is, right? So this is the resistance and this is where price is going to fall. And now as a pullback trader, you have to know what time is this. So this is 406. So we look at only minute scale. We are not adding, we are not subtracting. So minute wise, it is 6. So in our GB time algo path, we want to see whether we have a 6 here, right? So if I know this 3, so it has a CE level, which is 7. Okay. So every GB number here has an exception of plus or minus 1. Okay. Now, if I am looking at 7, so then plus 1 would be 8, minus 1 would be 6. So any of these numbers are in the swing high, then I can consider that as this CE time, which is 7. Okay. So for me, this is 7. Now, as per the clock, as per the algo path, which you have already read, it should go to 17 or 23. So that's where you project, right? So if it is 17 or 16 or 18, that is making a low. Now, while this low is printed here, the first question you should ask yourself is, did this low take some liquidity? While it was coming down, did it sweep any one of these liquidity? Yes, it did. It took these equal lows, right? So our criteria fits here. Algo path matches here. So I'll take a trade. Okay. So I long somewhere here. So the next 17 should go to either 29 or 35. So you hold your trade until that time. Okay. So here 441 is 36. It's 37. Now this is where subtraction comes into picture. Now your 35 is in the low here, okay, which means continuation, right? So if 17 was in support, 35 should have been in resistance, but 35 is also in support, which means it's going to continue higher. Okay, then you can hold it until 47 because 35 will go next to 47. Here it actually didn't go to the minute portion of 47. Here it used addition, which is 4 plus 43 is 47, but I'm not going to complicate it. If it is not minutes, I will not enter the trade or exit the trade. So maybe if you longed here, I would suggest that you take profit at this high, okay? Because this is where the algo path met, 3 to 17 or 7 to 17. So my target would be this high. Now this is a very small range, but still it is money. You can easily make around 15 handles out of it. And what is the drawdown? Literally nothing, right? It never came below this until we hit this high. So every time you're going to do the same thing. So you want to look for a reference. Now here there is a high. Did it sweep any liquidity? Yes. So it swept all this liquidity. So it's perfectly fine for me. Now it is 43, 44 is the high. So 44 is here. This is the CE of 41. Now, as per the clock, it should go to 3 next. So all I have to do is whether is it going to 3 here. So it's not going. So it's here 53, 57, and this is 0, 0. So 44 doesn't go to all of these numbers. Okay. I ignore this trade. I don't have to take this trade here. Okay. Next, if there is a liquidity sweep here, yes. So this is 53. So 53 is here because 47 and 53 are the same numbers. So you can interchange them. The same PD arrays, I mean. So 53 as per the clock should go to 11. So is it going to 11 here? It's not. Right now, if you add it, it goes to 11. But I'm keeping it pretty simple because I don't want to confuse you with too many uh, complexities within this concept. Okay. All I am doing is I'm trying to match. There is a high created here which also swept a liquidity. So it doesn't match with the path. So I don't take a trade. Now this high also takes liquidity. Doesn't match the path. I don't take. Right. Similarly, you have liquidity sweep here. Look at what is the low. Okay, so this is 35. Perfect. So 35 should go to either 47 or 53. So it goes to 48. Now, once this high forms at 48, the question you should ask yourself is it sweeping some liquidity? Yes. So smart money sells above a high. So using that concept, you're going to short and take profit here. Okay, what is the drawdown? Zero drawdown because this is coded to react at certain times as per the path. Next you have here 603, 604. So again, this is 3 or 7, which we learned here. Now you know 3 should go to 17 or 23. So it goes to 17 here. While it forms the 17 resistance, does it take liquidity? Yes. So you short again this cover here. You're done. Right. So see how many opportunities you are getting. Every swing could be traded. Now here, what is the last liquidity sweep? It is this low. Although there are more further lows here, 1, 2, 3, but they didn't sweep any other liquidity lower lows. So this is what you need to consider. Now here it is 631, and I also see a lot of people literally taking this low as the reference. Okay, so you should be aware that whenever a swing low forms, it is a combination of these three candles, one candle to the left, one candle to the right. Okay, and you can take this is at 630, this at 632. Now we need a GB time for reference, so 630 is the closest for us, which is 29, just one more of 29 number. So as soon as you see 29, you know it should go to 47.53, and you can see it reacts at 55.56, which is the CE number of 53. So once it forms, you could get in here as well, because at 650 also there is a high, 646 also there is a high. So it is just trying to accumulate more shorts in this fair value gap. So you can wait for these, or even if you enter early, you need to trust to hold it, because you know the algo path is met, it's going to melt down. And then you can target this, take some partial here, hold it till here, it's fine. Now 56 should go to, from the path it should go to 11. Okay. So here you can see 702 stops the price 3, but then price consolidates here until 1114, and then it leaves the range, right? So if you see 714, 715 leaves the range, which is 14 is the CE of 11. So again the algo path is met, you could have longed here and targeted this. So this is all you have to keep doing. So in this you learned what is actually a liquidity sweep, which I find it very easy, but for some reason maybe the explanation that I have given is not correct. But I find this a lot of people struggle with finding what is a liquidity sweep. Okay. So hopefully this time I have made it clear that this is what I look for. This indicator helps me to identify the lows and highs, and anytime I want to look for a reference, I want to see if it has taken a previous high or some kind of highs and lows, and then I use that as my reference. Then I match the path. If the path matches, then only I'll take a trade. If it doesn't match, I'll just sit quiet. Okay. Since I get hundreds of opportunities throughout the day, if I'm trading the entire day, it doesn't matter if I miss out on some or if I lose some trades. But you can see the examples that I showed you. There was no drawdown at all, right? It just reacted at certain times, and that's what you want to accomplish here. And this is somewhere not even during the London kill zone, some random time, and still it gave you easily 3 4 opportunities here. Okay. And it would have given you enough opportunities later as well. I like to trade when the ranges are big like this, so that I get to target these highs and lows when the path matches. So that gives you more money, obviously, rather than trading these small swings. So again, what is my reference for this? If I want to short here, I need to look what is the last liquidity sweep here. Okay. So we took this previous low and created the high, I mean low here. So this is 840. So this is 41. As per the algo path, it should go to 3. Does it go to 3 here? It does not. Okay, I don't take a trade. So do I worry why I missed out on this? I don't. Okay, because I know if this is not, I was not able to get in here, I'm sure I'll be able to get in here. How? Now again, this took liquidity and created a high. So it took this liquidity, and this is 851. So 50 is actually uh, CE of 47. So you can consider this as 50. It should go to 11. So 12 makes a low here, 11 makes a low. So as soon as it is done, I'll buy. I target this. So even if I missed out on this short, I get to make the same money in this long. Now if I want to short this, what is the last liquidity sweep? This one. So here I have 932. Now if I take the last one candle to the left and one candle to the right, I still don't get a GB time. Okay. And this is where I will use subtraction. So 932 gives me 23. Okay, which is the CE of 17. Now, as soon as 23 is hit, I know it should hit 29. Okay. Now, since the minute 29 is already passed, we are already at the 32nd minute. So, what is the next 29 or 35 the market can make? That's how you should be thinking. So, I know 939, 938, or 939 will be 29.30, or 944 will be 35. Okay. So, these are the options where market should react. So I see here 939, 940 makes the high. So 939 is actually 30. It meets the path. It is also the end of the algo path. It's the end two paths. So which means a big move is incoming and you get this big move. Okay, so this is where subtraction is used. Okay, I'm sure there are plenty of opportunities. I don't want to make this a big video, but those who are still struggling, please practice this on demo. Don't go on your funded account because you see I am making a ton of money with this. So for me, I've been working on this for 4 years now. So it's I have enough practice. I've seen it enough times. But that might not be the case with you. You have to take it slow. At least give it a month where you are just looking at the liquidity sweeps, looking at the path formation, and trusting the algo to execute. Knowing the knowledge is something different. Executing that knowledge is completely different skill. Okay, a lot of people will hesitate to short here because they want to see something other confluence. They will look at SMTs, whatever. Okay, it's okay to try and add more confluence to your trades, but sometimes simplification is also the key for profitability. Okay, and this is not something you need an indicator or anything. I have plenty of time to do the calculations while the candle is printing. So don't spend money on indicators. It's again, for me, it has always been useless. And your brain will thank you because you're doing some calculations, keeping it active, and not relying on something automated. Right? I find it really fascinating to see this. And this some trades like this do not even require any calculations. It's just minutes. You just so you know it is three. Let it chop whatever it wants to do. It will react at 1723. So you take a calculated risk here. What if the price goes one more drive to 23? You take a loss, but ensure that you again sell at 23 and make back the loss. Okay, so within this 4 or 5 hours, you would have got all this 6 7 trades. Okay, like every hour, if you make one trade, also that's plenty, and that you can repeat it for 22 days a month. Okay, imagine the amount of opportunities you have to learn this. I'm not saying that you will immediately start making money. You will fumble the executions. That happens, but getting that repetition in is the key. You need to memorize these paths, which are again not that hard. Okay, so in this video, try to show you how I look for it, and this is how you need to practice. Okay, so next time I don't want anyone to say, okay, I don't understand liquidity sweep, because I clearly explained what it is. So you cannot be taking any random reference like this, because this didn't sweep a liquidity. Okay, you have to take this and match it with either this low, or this low, okay, which has taken liquidity. All right, that's all I wanted to share in this video. Uh, Hope this helps, and I'm always there in Discord to help you guys out. So let me know. Take care. Bye bye.